Hey everyone, it's Deadly Premonition 2 with Nim again. We are outside of Cold Storage and I guess we're ready to start investigating again. Main quest time. No more silly bowling side quests. I think those were main quests though, but Lucky's here yawning with me. What a sleepy boy. The sheriff's like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you guys so long, like hours. What have you been doing?
Mr. York!
Oh no.
That was mighty quick.
Actually, why didn't he drive us over here? Oh, I think York was like, I want to come over here on my own. That's
The
probably
special agent does it again. You sure don't waste any time.
No time wasted here. We definitely didn't go bowling, and we didn't.
I bet my CLG's got a lot to learn from you.
Clever little girl, right?
By the way, Mr. York, looks to me like you aren't packing anything.
Okay.
I was on vacation in New Orleans before I happened to stop by here.
That's what it was. So he was on vacation in New Orleans, and then he came here because there was a case.
Well, shoot, that won't do.
It won't?
Here, I got something I think you'll like.
I think we're gonna be having combat once we go in here. What do you guys think? What is that? Purple
I
gun.
call him Mr.
It's
Alligator.
purple.
It's a tranquilizer gun for the gators.
Okay. Okay. Non-lethal gun made for self-defense. It can only fire rubber bullets. Okay. Hey.
And here's a radio. With this, you won't have to worry about any expensive roaming fee.
Okay, the radio in the last game unlocked fast travel for us, so my hopes are high.
Might take you a while to get used to him, but you'll get it. Try letting him rip a few times. Ain't no need to hold back out here.
Okay. Are we gonna be... Use Mr. Alligator, the self-defense gun you got from Melvin to destroy the wood boxes. Alrighty, alrighty. Why are we shooting a dog in the picture? I don't like that. We have to buy the bullets at shops. Okay. CL point, aim, fire. Okay. All right. Easy enough.
Now this is an intriguing weapon. For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs a punch. But I'm afraid I'll decline. After all, this town is peaceful, isn't it?
I'm used to the tranquilizer gun. Is this how the tranquilizer gun in like Metal Gear worked? It was rubber bullets? I don't know.
Well, sure it's peaceful. At least the humans are.
The humans?
But the animals, are a different story.
Is this what
remember
the
what I named
campsite
it?
was in the last one? It was like if you lit a fire, the animals would stay away? Like gators?
There's some real mean-ass gators out there in the swamps. And every now and then, they wander into town. One of them even went and ate a kid once.
Oh my
It happened a long time ago, but still.
This is not something I have to think about on an everyday basis. Lucky, are you going to keep the gators away from us? Lucky will keep the gators away from us.
One chomp's all it takes. They swallow down every last bit of you.
Now I'm thinking they probably have a game over animation for us getting eaten by a gator.
Poor kid's parents didn't even know what to put in his coffin.
Oh my gosh.
The worst part is, that taught the gators just how tasty we humans are. So now, those suckers just attack on sight.
Did the gator tell us gator buddies?
Man-eating crocodiles will feast tonight. In Blood Swamp!
That's right. He's the movie trailer guy. I forgot.
You know he's fibbing, right? Gators don't attack folks. I never heard about no kid getting swallowed by a gator.
Actually, Patricia, you're wrong.
I'm what?
This is making me think of that. We watched a movie a couple of months ago. It was called Crawl, I think, where they got stuck in their crawl space with gators.
Alligators
It's
do attack
interesting.
people, and it could happen in any town.
Any town.
Huh?
Alligator, 1980. Directed by
that's a
Louis
movie,
Teague.
too.
It takes place in the Midwest, I believe. A teenage girl's pet alligator gets flushed down the toilet. Then, in the sewer, it feeds on the corpses of dogs that were used as test subjects for an experimental growth
Yeah,
facility.
that's something that will happen in
After
real
growing
life.
over 30 feet, it finally starts to go after humans. It's an extremely edifying movie. Back when I first saw it, I had a pet hamster.
Hey, Agent York.
We got things to do.
What's your first order of business?
Exactly.
You're in charge now, remember?
She's
Well
the
said,
get-it-done
Patricia.
person.
I nearly lost
we
sight
need
of my
that.
true goal.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin, I couldn't help but notice the name on the side of that truck. This facility is connected to the victim, isn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah. I reckon I better start from there. I'm gonna tell it to you straight right from the beginning, Mr. York. As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the Clarksons. The victim's father, Danny Clarkson, is the one who manages the whole place.
Okay, so Danny is the husband of the lady that we met in that last episode, whose name was... I already forgot her name. She was wearing the red dress.
Okay, but why did he choose to store her body in his own warehouse, right?
Right!
That's because there ain't no other
It's
place
crazy.
to store it.
Oh,
Our town has a clinic inside a church, but no more.
wait. What? A clinic inside a church?
Whenever someone kicks the bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside of town. But not this time. We got a murder on our hands this time. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy and keep it stored, right? So we had no choice but to rent out a corner of this warehouse.
I see. So that's what led to the ingenious choice to store the victim's body in a facility that her family owns.
I'm still stuck on clinic inside a church. Does it mean it's a religious-owned hospital? Because I know that's a thing, but I guess we'll find out later.
Anywho, this is where the real story begins. Truth is, a few days before you got here, Lisa's body went missing.
Missing.
Yeah. All of a sudden, poof.
Wait, she's not even here?
Did you leave the warehouse unlocked?
I most certainly did not. I locked the whole place up and made sure no one could get inside. No one stole the original key, and I couldn't find any fingerprints at the scene.
So, in other words, this is a locked room mystery.
Classic.
The body of a beautiful
Oh,
young
no.
girl
Don't start
walks
doing
that bit.
this.
Hey!
Not appropriate.
All right, CLG. Reckon I should have told you about this earlier when you first said you wanted to come here. It just didn't seem like the time or place as I remember. Anywho, how about we call it a day and head back to my office? You can go through all the files there.
What if he wants to investigate to see if he can figure out who took the body?
No, thank you. This is what I came to investigate.
Exactly.
But Lisa's body isn't here anymore. You sure?
That doesn't bother me one bit, Melvin. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give
The
me an oracle.
painting. All right. Well, let's do this. What does she have to say?
By the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh, no. I just figured that since we're working together now, it'd be a good idea to learn a little more about you.
Should an adult male like you really be asking a
Oh my
little girl this
gosh,
kind of
calling
question?
him
I
out.
feel like I heard a story about this sort of thing on the news once.
There's a time and a place for everything. You know exactly who I am, and I've also introduced myself to your father. Besides, you're the one who said you wanted to come with me.
I was just kidding, jeez. You're an FBI special agent. Why would I ever need to worry?
You shouldn't automatically trust someone just because they're an FBI special agent.
That's true.
One's profession and one's personality are completely separate things. For example, one special agent may fall spiritually in love with a genius criminal who enjoys the taste of human flesh.
That's Hannibal. You pulled that straight out of a movie.
Just because it's a film doesn't mean it isn't deeply rooted in reality. You can't judge people solely based on where they work or how they look. You need to think hard and decide things for yourself.
Fine.
All right, let's go in.
So allow me to ask you this.
Oh, he's still
How do you feel
talking.
about me?
I don't know.
He's
I
sliding
only
down the
just met
stairs.
you.
Exactly. Now it sounds like you're thinking. You should never feel the need to force an answer out or pretend like you know something you don't. Zach, she's a good kid, isn't she? Honest and straightforward.
Oh, wait, there's one thing I can say.
Oh. What?
When you talk to yourself like that, it really creeps me out. Did you start doing that after you became an adult? Or have you just always done it? Either way, you should stop doing it. It's really weird and, makes me wince whenever I hear it.
Ooh. Zach, did you hear that? No need to worry. Neither of us are weird, I can assure you of that. She's probably just having trouble finding the right word to describe us. No, I think I'll stop there. Wouldn't want her to think we're getting desperate.
Like I said, it's really creeping me out.
It's kind of refreshing to have her call him out on that, because in the first game, everyone just kind of left it how it was. Didn't really ask him about it. All right, we're finally going in the cold storage. Oh, we put on coats.
You holding up okay, CLG?
She doesn't have any pants. Oh my gosh, her legs.
You sure you don't want to wait outside?
Whew, I'll be fine, Daddy. Just make sure you don't take your eyes off of him. He's so selfish and inconsiderate. I'm still not convinced he's actually a real FBI agent. Look, he's talking to himself again.
Zach, this is the ambiguous zero. The deep freeze. Let's hurry up and find that flying serpent, shall we?
Head to the morgue. Is this a morgue? Does it count? Toolbox. Okay. We want to make sure that we can buy stuff, but do we need to? We can buy some coffee. I'll make sure I have one of each type of thing on me. Oh, a chocolate chip cookie. Heck yeah. A coffee and a cookie. Sounds like just what I like. And then I'll save. Some different music too. I was trying to figure out if there's a run button. I don't remember what it is.
Good God almighty. This place always gives me goosebumps, no matter how many times I come here.
Yes, it's quite the fun house. Truly a dazzling place. Meet entertainment. That's the only way to describe it. Woven together by life, frozen in time, a visceral, musical...
Symphony. We eat all this in order to survive.
Yes, truly a symphony. Life and death, resonating together.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is cool because it's cold storage. Ah ha ha ha.
Cool. Whoa now, CLG. Since when were you interested in this kind of stuff?
What are you so surprised for, Daddy? I'm more mature than you are. I've seen way more realistic corpses on CSI, you know.
Oh, man.
At first, Zach, I was shocked by the notion of storing a victim's body alongside food. But as I gaze upon this hanging garden, I realize it's just another scene of violent, depraved murder. Yes. All we need to do is change our point of view, and things will expose themselves in utterly new ways.
Okay. shining spot here. Visions. You can use visions to acquire important hints that will help you proceed through the game. That was something from the very first episode, I think. Is it like a hint for us? It's just like a bunch of stuff. Okay. Didn't look like any one thing was more important than anything else. Okay, there's the run button. It's R. He does not want to talk to us. It looks like maybe the visitor coats are blue and then the worker coats are those frogs? Okay. We got black bass something. Must be for a charm. Oh, his stamina meter. I need to pay attention to that when I'm running. In the last game it would build up because it was like his heart rate, but in this one it's going down. Okay, I don't think I need to save again yet, so let's keep moving.
Melvin, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you a personal question. In the hotel parking lot, when I first met you, the picture you had on your dashboard happened to catch my eye.
I did not
Is that
see
your
that
wife?
picture.
Oh, her? Yeah, that's my lady, all right. Candy. Her name's Candy. The prettiest girl in town, which makes me the happiest boy. A shooting star landed in a rural town, right on top of a man who now has a meteor struck hard.
You always keep her photo with you?
You bet I do. The truth is, Candy's a little sick right now.
Oh,
She can't even leave the house no more. So I always keep her photograph with me. Kind of feels like we're always together, you know?
I see. You care for your wife a great deal. But this means that
Yeah, that's right. My mama had me before she married Daddy. But it don't matter. He's still my real daddy to me.
oh.
Oh, thank you, CLG. And you're my pride and joy.
So sweet.
well, Zach, isn't this a heartwarming scene? But there's one thing I just can't get out of my mind. Don't you think that photograph looked a bit too old? Perhaps Candy is already... No, let's not think about that. It might be a private matter, just like you, Zach.
Okay. What can we find in here? Should I do a vision? Oh my gosh, there's so many little things. Looks like there might be one here. Yep. Bullfrog tongue. Oh boy. Nobody wants to talk to us. I was wondering if I could push that since it looks slightly different. Tight spaces. Sometimes you'll come across hidden passages in areas that can't be entered through normal means. Whenever you find a suspicious area, you should try looking at it from a different perspective. Okay. Okay. What? So I crouched. So what? I wonder if I need to move something from the other side first. How weird. Well, I got an alligator gar skill. That's a fish, right? Gar? Should I go over here? Whoa, I thought I saw his eyeballs for a second. That was weird. Shrimp. Bunch of shrimp boxes. Okay, nothing back here. Let's check this door. Oh, this is where we need to go. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm a little sad I couldn't figure out where to go in the crouching part, but we'll know to look for it in the future, I guess. Lots of footprints.
Here we are, Zach. The morgue. They stored the victim's body in a cold storage warehouse operated by her family. I'd love to shake the hand of whoever came up with that one.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Hey, Agent York.
Hey.
Did you just come here to laugh at rural officers who are doing the best they can?
I mean, that is totally fair. Totally fair.
We don't have any special facilities like you people. What else did you expect us to do, huh?
Okay, I'm sorry, Patty. I'm sorry.
Don't compare us with city folk. This is Lucare. Or maybe you're just disappointed that you didn't get to see the bloated, decomposing corpse of a young girl.
No, I'm not disappointed.
Sorry, you're right. I went a bit too far just now. But don't misunderstand. I honestly think it's a fantastic idea. I'd never try and bully your daddy.
Better not.
I'll punch you.
Thank you for understanding.
Search the morgue for clues to who took Lisa's body. Let's do it. Are we gonna profile? Inspection start. Oh yeah, we aren't really profiling, we're just like looking around. Okay, well that's fine. Cardboard.
Boxes that got left behind. I can't tell what's inside. What do you think, Zach?
Shrimp.
I'm gonna go with okra. Yeah, okra. I'm sure it must be okra. That's a staple of the South.
There's so many stereotypes, wow. I don't know. I don't really eat okra because it's fuzzy. I don't know.
An icicle. Never thought I'd see one of these down in the South.
Well, why? It gets cold. It gets cold down here sometimes.
Zach, can you see that? Look closely. That's right. There are 4 imprints in the frost on the top of this. It's hard to believe, but I think these are fingerprints.
Yeah, like somebody grabbed it.
Yes, Zach, that would lead one to believe that the body napper is a giant who's over 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Look at the thermometer, Zach. It's at 10 degrees Fahrenheit, or a minus 12.2 degrees Celsius. This must not be the ambiguous 0. These pallets are a mess. Looks like this area isn't used often. Still, the idea to store a body here, it's a novel, sophisticated idea unlike anything I'd ever come up with. Zach, these are human footprints, and they're extremely large. Yes, Zach, I agree. These footprints must belong to someone who's used to walking around in cold temperatures.
Yeah, if we're actually seeing the footprint with the toes, because... Or, I mean, they might just have boots on that have a foot imprint on the bottom.
This frost is shaped like something we're very used to seeing. That's right, a body bag. Lisa's body must have been left here. But there are no signs that the bag was dragged away, so our criminal must possess monstrous strength.
Oh, we got paid. We can go buy more alligators.
Seems like our flying serpent isn't here.
It's another really long load time between the investigation and this sequence here.
Is this everything, Melvin? There aren't any other rooms in this warehouse? No special rooms?
Well, there is the luxury foods warehouse.
Luxury foods? Why didn't you say so earlier?
Oh, luxury.
Just thought you wanted to see where the body... I just thought you were only interested in warehouse number 2. Besides, it's underground, so it's even colder than this.
Take me to warehouse 1.
You sure you really want to go down there? You could darn well freeze to death. All life will come to an end in the icebound zone. You feel me?
Let's head there at once. I'm sure that must be where we're meant to go.
But what about searching for Lisa's body?
All we need to do is find a 10-foot tall man with monstrous strength.
That's
that
all.
giant knows where she is.
10 foot tall?
But finding the flying serpent is more important right now. Now please, guide me to the luxury foods warehouse at once. These luxury foods are most likely being used in local Cajun cuisine. I'm so excited to see what we'll find. Aren't you, Zach?
I have no idea what we're gonna find. The flying serpent must be lurking in the luxury foods warehouse. Okay. Was this anything? No. Door's closed. Here he is.
A 10 foot tall giant? All right. Now that one's gotta be a joke. Right, Mr. York?
We're going down.
That elevator needs a key, Mr. York.
Do you have one?
Actually, no. I didn't think you'd ever want to go down there. So I didn't bother to go and get one.
Well, then would you go and get one now?
Yeah. COG, I know. I'll tell it to him straight. Thing is, Mr. York, you know the Clarksons? The folks who own this place? Well, they don't too much like the police. And they sure as hell don't like them when they're my color.
Oh my.
It was, real hard for me to get permission to open up this place for you to search through. So they ain't gonna be too happy if I go back to them now, asking for another key.
What should we do then?
Let's just find a worker here who can lower the elevator for us instead. All they need to do is take a break from their work for a couple minutes.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand here and pretend like nothing's happening?
Yeah, you FBI folks are good at that, right? That's always what I see you doing on TV.
Acquire elevator key and head to the luxury food warehouse. So, am I getting the key or are they getting the key? Also, can I go here now? It doesn't look like it. Okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to find us. Oh, here we go.
Zach, I think we can move this.
Excellent. So that's what's on the other side of the crouching
Better check back here as
area.
well, just to be on the safe side.
Okay. Pushing heavy objects. I don't want to move it anymore. Okay. Cool. Here we go. Over 5 miles travel bonus. Nice. Mostly because I got lost on the skateboard earlier. But I'll take it. Got another alligator gar skill. Which way are we Oh, this is where we can crawl through, I think. But he only wants to push stuff forward. Oh my gosh. There's so many camera cuts where you can see the inside of his face with the eyeballs and the lips. It's so creepy. Yeah, he'll only push backwards and forwards. So that's what all of the exclamation points were earlier, pretty much. Were these cases that you can push crawfish shell. Who's the person I can talk to? Nope, not you. I feel like they wanted me to come back here. Ah, something that way. I won't do anything further. Nope, nope. Oh, that's the elevator. Never mind. There we go. So this is where I was earlier. Or not. No. Okay. Oh, so that wasn't the elevator, it was a little office. Somebody's like super blocked in here, I guess. Oh my gosh. I'm having a hard time like pressing B and getting off of the carts when I'm trying to. Alright, let's go in the little office. And hopefully I've unlocked a route back for us as well.
Zach, the human ability to adapt is a frightening thing. Some humans have the power to sleep anywhere as long as they set their minds to it.
It reminds me of like seeing people sleep on trains and stuff. I would always worry I would miss my stop. We're just gonna take his
Now
key.
we should be able to operate the elevator.
We're not gonna ask him for it or anything.
No
Okay.
need to worry. This facility no longer has a body to steal. What else do they have to lose? A few cans of crawfish? I feel bad for him, but it's for the sake of the investigation. I'll write him a letter of apology later.
Wow. Okay. Well, alright. And is this our way out? Oh no. It's a bullfrog tongue. How about this? This is our way out. Yeah, that's what we needed.
Mr. York, did you find a key? Ha! Now that's my special agent. Want to head straight down?
You bet. Let's sally forth, Melvin. Zach, look at that thermometer. 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Or minus 17.7. This is the ambiguous 0.
I didn't mean to hit the button.
Hey, Avery! Open the damn door, Avery! Ain't no use, Mr. York. Once Avery starts working on something, that's all he sees. He just tunes out everything else.
Maybe he's listening to headphones or something?
We'll have to wait until he finishes and comes out to us, I reckon. Or we could come back tomorrow.
I disagree, Melvin. Time may be on our side, but that doesn't mean we should waste it.
But poor Patty doesn't have pants on. Her poor legs.
You gave me Mr. Alligator precisely for moments like these, didn't you?
Wait, Mr. York!
What? He's gonna... No.
Those tranquilizers may be non-lethal, but it's still dangerous to use them on humans.
Of course, Melvin. I never said I was going to shoot him.
Okay. He's crazy lucky. Oh, it's a gator head.
You're gonna shoot some meat to get his attention. I'm right, ain't I?
He's crazy. Shoot down the meat to get Avery's attention. Alright. Well, let's aim for that gator head. Loading time's not great. Hi. Nice to meet you. That just fell of its own accord. Don't worry about it.
This is Mr. York, an agent from the FBI.
Is this our tall dude?
Hi, Avery.
Yep.
I'm Special
He's
Agent
looking
Francis
up at
York
him.
Morgan. Please, call me York.
York, you a smarty pants, huh?
Not 10 feet tall, but he's very tall. Avery Smith. He is
Shy
listening to
than he looks.
headphones.
Come on, just settle down, Avery. Tell him what this here place is for.
Lots of expensive food here. Yup. Mighty precious to the Clarksons, so I gotta guard it.
I see. So you're this area's keeper.
Oh, I help with the research too.
He's got a
I
CD
do
player
like
around his
research.
neck.
Research? What are you talking about, Avery? This doesn't look like a lab to me.
Oh, ain't no lab. It's a warehouse. Ain't no lab. Smarty pant scientist does the research. I ain't no smarty pants, you know.
He's a bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy. Oh. Your story about the giant who carried Lise out. Don't tell me you think it's him. I mean, it's true that he's free to come and go as he pleases in this warehouse, but...
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5". The one who moved Lisa's body must be at least 10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
Too short, huh?
He probably doesn't get called too short very often.
Well, if you ever happen to find a man who makes him look small, I'd sure like to meet him.
What's that sound?
Lise.
Hey, cut it out!
Lise. Why?
Avery, that's not Lise.
Not Lise?
This is Melvin's daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Lise is no longer with us.
Lise. Lise. My fault. My fault.
I guess he's sort of like Lise, you know? See, the poor fella's got himself a childlike mind. You know how normal kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, He's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York, I'll keep him busy, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry this particular inspection along. Just holler at me if you find anything. I reckon that'll make it easier for you to go do your thing, yeah?
Okay.
Melvin, I think you're finally starting to catch on.
So, find the flying serpent. That's right. That's what we're looking for. The luxury foods. Oh, that's why there's gator in here. I've never had gator.
Avery, this box looks special.
Clarkson food. For their home.
Melvin, is this the Clarkson's family crest?
A dragonfly?
Oh,
A flying
dragonfly?
serpent?
yeah, that's the Clarkson's mark, all right. Ain't no big deal, though. You can find those all over town.
Is that so?
Well, yeah. They pretty much run all of this town's major industries. Yeah. I do believe they own just about everything there is to own. So their word is law. They got the whole darn town tattooed with their dragonflies. Can't even walk a few steps without seeing one.
I'm gonna say I don't have a high opinion of them now,
Zach,
from what he's been saying.
this dragonfly is our flying serpent. The flying serpent owns this town. They're related to Lise Clarkson, our victim. And Hungan's oracle pointed us toward their family crest. The Clarksons must be deeply intertwined with this case. Melvin, Patricia, I think I've had enough of this frozen world.
Whoa, that was quick.
Let's head back out to that merciless sun.
There's probably items we could pick up down here. Oh well.
Well, what are you waiting for? I can't bear to spend another second down here.
Bye, Avery.
Whew. So, what do we do now, Mr. York?
Zach and I will take things from here.
Then what should I do?
Tend to your sick wife? I don't know. You're free to do as you please. I'll stop by the sheriff's office when I need your help again.
I suppose that's what I'll do then. It'll sure make Candy happy. But I am the sheriff of this town, so I do intend to get some work done. I know. How about I search for Lisa's body while you're busy?
That sounds good.
Not a bad idea. Just be careful that you don't get attacked by a barefooted giant.
Hey, don't scare me like that. Why do you keep talking about that giant anyway? You really think some giant was responsible for all this?
Melvin, don't be silly. Of course I do. Just when I thought you were starting to catch on. Disappointing, to say the least.
But how can you be so sure? I want to see some proof.
Proof number one. The footprints that led up to where Lisa's body originally was were made with bare feet. None of the prints looked similar to those of common insulated boots, and the arches of the feet were visible. The person who carried out Lisa's body must have had very large feet. I'd say they were at least 16 inches. Proof number two. I found fingerprints on the cord of one of the hanging lights in the warehouse. The fingerprints weren't aimed up from below. They were coming directly from the side. Clearly, the giant moved the light because it was in his way. He pinched the cord with his fingers. Proof number three. There was nothing else found in the vicinity where Lisa's body was stored. This means the giant carried her out without dragging her across the floor.
That's a good point.
But there's only one set of footprints. The only conclusion I can draw from this evidence is that a barefooted giant, standing over 10 feet tall, carried Lisa's body out. That concludes the entirety of my proof. Any objections, Melvin?
But there ain't no way a human could ever be that tall.
Have you seen every human alive with your own eyes? Well then, you need to forget all your preconceived notions when embarking on an investigation. Whether you come face to face with a 10-foot giant or a skeletal gentleman, you always need to accept everything that comes to you with a clear mind.
Is that why he's not surprised by anything?
that.
Except
Eventually,
a voodoo
the
shop.
truth will reveal itself to you. You're a smart kid. I'm sure you understand.
Well, I'll be damned. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Mr. FBI Special Agent, sir. A sharp eye and flawless observational skills, uncovering the truth with a heady intuition.
Oh my gosh.
I won't ever question you again. Heck, I'll do whatever you say.
That's it, Melvin. I'm glad you finally caught on. Okay, time to go, Patty. You know this town well, so I'd like you to accompany me from now on.
The sheriff's like, you're dismissing me, but my daughter's going with you. Okay, whatever.
Patty?
All right, we found the flying serpent.
Zach, we found the flying serpent. Now we simply need to locate the 10 maidens.
We are in progress on that one.
It's time to head on to Alexis's diner and lane.
So I guess it's good that we started that, and then we can close it out. We just have to, like, go to that lady's house at night. So it's still only 11 a.m. in game, so we'll have to figure out how to pass some time. Maybe we can find some more side questy stuff to do. But I think I will end today's episode here. So thank you guys for hanging out until the end. We spent some time in the cold storage and yeah, I guess made some more progress on the case. Still have a lot of questions, but hopefully we'll find out some more next time. And yeah, I'm really surprised we still haven't found any like combat with the shadows or anything, because the first game just kind of threw us right in there to the other world. But maybe that'll come soon, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But thank you guys for hanging out, and we will see you next time for Deadly Premonition 2. Bye-bye!